Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Eco at Africa, your favorite environmental show. My name is Joy Doreen Bira, and together with my colleague NT from West Africa, we bring you yet another edition of Eco at Africa.
Hello, I'm Neota Igbe coming to you from Ogun State in Nigeria. We focus on exciting and interesting environmental issues and innovations across Africa and in Europe. This is what we've got lined up for you today. We are in Kenya and we'll be showing you the various potential uses of an old shipping container. We'll then be taking you to Spain, where previous advances made in the conservation of the red-black vulture are, like the bird itself, under threat. Plus, a local project in Togo aims to show how a narrow stretch of coastland can be protected from erosion by the sea.
Making money from trash is a very popular business model in Kenya and throughout Africa. Much of the refuse involved is plastic, paper or cardboard. But here's a sector of the recycling industry you may not have heard of before. Shipping containers. With affordable housing or commercial space hard to come by here in Nairobi, one firm specializes in converting the huge steel boxes into little apartments and offices. See for yourselves how this concept works.
This may look like a typical construction site, but there's more here than meets the eyes. These are all forms for shipping containers. A company called Containers Kenya restores and sells them. Some are repaired and sold directly, others are modified and converted into apartments, offices and Cosmo stores.
The best-selling product right now, and which has remained the biggest part of our business, is the plain containers. The ones that are not fabricated, because the need is growing. Some clients want to go and convert them themselves, but the fabrication department is also really huge, and shops and offices come close second in terms of our revenue per month, per year.
In Kenya, old containers are often discarded and left to rust. So to prevent that, Containers Kenya buys them directly from shipping companies and reutilizes them. That way, nothing is wasted. The company was founded in 2010 and employs 100 people. Interior designer Grace Atenio is working on an office design for the managing director of a company. The unit will cost about 7,200 euros. That's about what it will cost to produce the same size building in stone.
What I'm leasing is an open space and I need an office, right? And constructing an office is too expensive. So in terms of cost efficiency and also outlook, a container that is fabricated would work particularly well for what I want to do.
The containers here were used only for foodstuffs or similarly non-toxic goods. The initial stage of conversion is the most challenging, cutting through the thick metal to create doors and windows. Once that is done, the rest of the process is relatively quick. In a couple of weeks, the workers have created habitable rooms, complete with insulation, electricity and interior walls, ready to paint.
There is greater need from the region. We've realized we are getting a lot of orders from Rwanda, for example, Uganda, Tanzania. So I think the future of the business is taking the business towards the region.
In Nairobi, there are many converted containers already in use. The study hall on a local college campus is one of them. The low cost is a key selling point. The customers also know they are doing something good for the environment.
Maybe now that you're talking about it, I'm getting to like the idea, the fact that it's some recycled material, maybe that could have been rotting away in a yard. And we have found some pretty good use for it, and we're happy to have the extra space without necessarily spending so much money.
An energy company uses this container as an annex for additional office space. It offers enough room for about 3 to 4 employees. They say it's quite a pleasant environment to work in.
You'll find that you'll sweat while you're in that stone building, but when you walk in there, it's all cool and comfortable there. So insulation is one thing that is really an advantage. Second would be the fitting. You don't have to involve so much work or labor when you're doing, say, wiring.
You can also spot small containers on the streets of Nairobi. These environmental friendly structures are now a part of everyday life here.
Staggering amounts of plastic are simply tossed away all around the world. Dave Hackens of the Netherlands finds that very unfortunate. He thinks that it should be easy for anyone anywhere around the world to recycle plastic. So he played with a few ideas and tinkered around until he succeeded in inventing simple machines that could actually turn old plastic into something new. And he's decided to share the secret that he uses to make these machines with the rest of the world.
Do you know how to recycle plastic yourself? Every year, we humans produce over 310 million tons of plastic. Unfortunately, just a fraction of the plastic waste is recycled. Most ends up in the environment. Dave Hackens is a designer in the Netherlands. Together with friends from around the world, he's come up with a way to turn plastic waste into new products. Using everyday materials, Dave developed a set of machines. This shredder turns the waste into small pellets that can be molded into new household items, such as lampshades, handles, bowls, and even hats. Dave has put tutorials and blueprints online so that people around the world can build their own machines and even set up little recycling shops.
Do you like that? If you're also doing your bit, tell us about it. Visit our website or send us a tweet. #DoingYourBit. We share your stories.